The backward law: stop chasing and you'll get everything you desire. You've been lied to, all those vision boards. All those affirmations. All that desperate energy, masked as positivity, and yet, the life you crave still slips through your fingers like water, but it's not because you're failing. It's because you've been playing a game that punishes those who try too hard to win it. This is the backward law, and it might just be the most powerful, and most dangerous, idea you'll ever encounter. Welcome back to Laws of the Universe. In this video, we're not just going to talk about the law of attraction. We're going to unravel why the more you chase your desires, the more they run from you. And how letting go might be the key to finally receiving everything you've ever wanted. Stay till the end, not to be entertained, but because something in you already knows. You're about to remember a truth you forgot before you were born. Number 1. The paradox that breaks reality. The backward law was coined by Alan Watts, a philosopher who didn't just study reality, he decoded it. He said, the desire for a positive experience is itself a negative experience. And the acceptance of a negative experience is itself a positive experience. Read that again: when you chase happiness, you reinforce the belief that you aren't happy. When you chase wealth, you broadcast to the universe that you are broke. Here's the twist most people miss: the universe doesn't hear your words. It feels your frequency, and the frequency of desperate desire is lack. So the harder you chase, the more you confirm, it's not here yet, and the universe, like a perfect mirror, reflects that belief back to you. You become a prisoner of your own desire. Not because you're weak, but because you're tuned into a signal of scarcity, not sufficiency. A signal of yearning, not having. Of grasping, not gratitude. Number 2. Why wanting blocks receiving. Now let's get brutally honest. When you visualize your dream life, the house, the partner, the wealth, what emotion hides underneath? Is it pure excitement? Or is it a subtle, gnawing fear that it might never arrive? That fear is the seed of resistance. Manifestation isn't about the pictures you create in your mind, it's about the emotional frequency behind those pictures. Wanting is okay. Needing is not. Needing makes you magnetic to the absence of what you want. It places you in a loop of lack, where every step forward feels like swimming upstream. Here's the paradox of the backward law: the people who manifest the fastest aren't the ones who want it most. They're the ones who are least attached to whether it happens or not. They don't beg the universe. They embody the result. They move from abundance, from play, from fullness, not lack. They're not trying to fix their life. They're dancing with it. Detachment isn't giving up. It's the deepest form of trust, that what is meant for you will find you without you chasing it into exhaustion. Number 3. The science and psychology behind the backward law. This isn't just spiritual philosophy, it's backed by psychology. There's a concept called paradoxical intention, studied by Viktor Frankl. It means, the harder you try to make something happen, the more likely it is to backfire. Try hard to fall asleep. You stay awake. Try not to blush. You turn redder. Try not to be anxious. You get more anxious, because your subconscious picks up on effort, and effort signals danger. When you're attached to an outcome, your body goes into survival mode. Cortisol rises. Creativity shuts down. You become blind to possibilities. Your energy contracts. You stop creating and start controlling, and control is just fear, dressed up in a nice outfit. The universe doesn't reward force. It responds to alignment, and alignment comes when your energy says, I am whole. With or without the outcome. Number 4. Letting go, the most powerful signal. So, how do you flip the backward law? How do you stop chasing without feeling like you're giving up? Here's the key: letting go doesn't mean you stop wanting. It means you stop needing. Letting go means you stop grasping and start flowing. You stop clinging to the how and when, and fall deeply into trust. You say, I would love this to happen, but I'm whole either way. You move from craving to creating, from desire to decision, and in that moment, something wild happens. Your vibration lifts. Your energy field expands. You stop blocking the very thing you wanted all along, because now, you're not signaling lack. You're radiating wholeness, and wholeness is magnetic. It's the reason some people walk into a room and instantly shift the energy. They aren't chasing attention, they've become it, and when you stop chasing life, life starts chasing you. Number 5. The sacred shift, from wanting to being. Here's where everything changes. You stop trying to attract what you want. And you start becoming the version of you who already has it. You stop begging the universe. You become the version of you who has no reason to beg. You don't fake it till you make it. You feel it till it's real. Feel the peace of already being loved. Feel the certainty of already being wealthy. Feel the joy of already being free. You don't just think it. You embody it, because you attract not what you wish for, but what you are a vibrational match for. When you stop trying to catch butterflies, and instead become the garden, the butterflies arrive, always. This is not illusion. This is identity. This is how the backward law rewards those who understand that being is stronger than begging. Number 6. The hidden truth you were never taught. You were never taught this truth. Because it doesn't sell books or programs, it's not profitable to tell people, you're already enough, but you are. You don't need to convince the universe. You are the universe, in a body, remembering itself. You don't have to chase what you desire. You attract it by becoming what it naturally wants to be near. So pause right now, and ask yourself, if I already had the thing I want, how would I feel? How would I walk? How would I breathe? How would I speak to others? How would I carry myself today? Now live from that state, because that state is your magnet. That is where you collapse time. That is where reality bends in your favor. That is where you stop being a chaser and start becoming a creator. Number 7. The end of the chase. This is the final gift of the backward law. When you stop chasing, when you stop needing, when you stop gripping with white knuckles, that's when everything begins to move toward you. Desire without desperation. Vision without resistance. Faith without force. Alan Watts wasn't trying to create a law. He was exposing one that's always been here. He whispered a truth to a noisy world. When you try to stay on the surface of the water, you sink, but when you try to sink, you float. The universe responds not to your pressure, but to your peace. You've spent your life trying to become worthy of your dreams. But maybe your dreams have been waiting for you to stop trying, because trying is the chase. Trying is the trap, being is the breakthrough. So now, you remember what the world made you forget, that you were never meant to chase. You were meant to align. To become, and now that you've remembered, reality can finally remember you.